What's up guys, it's WhiteBox here. Today I'll be showing you how to get any Need for Speed car into Blender and then into Unreal Engine. You'll only need 3 tools in this video. We're going to be looking at Car Toolkit by NFS 360. We're going to need Blender. Of course we need Unreal Engine. Today we'll be using the Project Universe template and I'll be showing you how to get a car into Project Universe. First off, let's check out the description below and you'll find the Car Toolkit. Once you've downloaded that, you'll have this folder here. After you extract it, you'll run NFS Car Toolkit. This will be empty here, but I will show you how to get this into Blender. Load a file. You have to go into your directory of any Need for Speed game in the black box area. So Underground, Underground 2, Most Wanted, Carbon, Pro Street, and Undercover. So we'll go in here. We'll use the golf as an example. You're going to hit geometry.bin. You're going to open. Of course, I already had it open, so that's what we have here. Under each, it's the base. The base usually never changes with the car. Everything else is usually customizable, except maybe the body. So you're looking at A, B, and C. These are LODs, so A would be the first LOD. So we really only want A for now. Now if you wanted the LODs, you could always extract those as well. These kits right here are all the body kits, like the different types. Like this is a certain brand and game, and they have the bumper associated with that. Alright, so we're just going to extract the stock here. Go to geometry, export checked, and if you want all the geometry, you can just hit export all there. So we're going to export geometry, put it in this new folder here, export the object. Now you can go over to textures. You see we're going to have all the textures for all the body kits here. Hit textures, export all. We're going to put this in the new folder. Now you're going to open up Blender and get started importing. So hit import and object. Hit MTL first and then shift left click on the OBJ. Maybe small here. Zoom in a little bit with your mouse wheel. So of course, all these right here with the little dashes in front of them, those are useless to us here. But those are, I believe, object points where the, basically like slots where the mesh connects to, or like a flare, or any kind of material, like maybe a reflective material, or a brake light. So we're going to get rid of those. So now we're left with just the stock here. Now we're going to look at the materials here. Now for Underground 1, the skin 1 is going to have the file associated with it. So this percentage means golf skin 1 basically. So I'm going to drag a new window out here using this corner here. We'll go down to here. Hit UV image editor. Now you can see the UV. You can hit A to select it. We're going to open an image here. Now see all the golf textures here. First off, we're going to open the image in here. The door line. We're going to have this masked image. Now to edit this is going to be your main texture here. So to edit this, we're gonna have to save as image. We're gonna go down here and hit PNG. I'm gonna save this as a PNG inside Blender. I'm gonna open any image editing tools. Today I'm using GIMP. So that's a free tool as well. You can download that in the description below. So we're going to open this in GIMP. Now if you do not see these layers in the tool box, just hit the windows here. Make sure you hit toolbox and layers. Or there's layers here as well. Alright, so right here we have the texture. So we're going to create a new layer here. I'm going to make a background color. Drag this below this layer. Now this is on top. So now we have any color we want. We'll make it yellow, I guess. We'll just make sure you have this layer selected. Hit the paint. So now we have yellow. We're going to export it back. Now you can make this new if you wanted to save the mask or save the file, and you can edit the color. Now we have that. So I'm going to go in here and reload the image. So now we have this yellow diffuse, but it kind of looks bad in Blender, but we are just going to scale this side at A, scale by, we'll do 20, just to get a little bit bigger here. Alright, so now car skin, it's just the car. Doll plastic is going to be like, this is just material shader, so this is like a non-reflective material, but it's still going to use the same texture. Make sure you're in texture viewport. If you're not seeing any textures, not solid, so texture. And you're just going to hit these materials and select. Go down here, select the texture. Now, plain nothing is the non-shaded unlit material that'll reflect nothing. So in Underground 1 they had a lot of this for the interiors, so you couldn't see inside the car, so because there was no interior. So this is the body right now, just the body. We have that textured, so we'll actually go through and do all these. Select multiple here. Alright, so we have car bottom. So this is more of a generic texture when it doesn't have the percentage next to it. So to find these, the trick usually depends on the game. We go here to global, and I believe it's global B. We'll sort it by name here. It's a car bottom, and there it is right there. So check that. Export checked. The folder. We'll open the image again and go to the. So now we have the car bottom there. And now we have a front bumper now. We'll make the glass material a separate material. So we're going to select these two glass. Select these two glass materials here. Hit P. Separate by selection. Hit H to hide that for now. As you can see, it's up here. It's hidden. So highlight left. All of these are the same. They're just the same texture, but for different purpose. Chrome is going to be a more reflective surface, and you can keep all these if you wanted, but I use a mask in Unreal Engine to simulate these instead of using multiple materials. So we're going to open headlight. Should just be on or off here. Alright, so that's looking good. This glass, we can get rid of all the materials here and just make a new material called glass. As you see, it says skin down here, so it's still the texture here. Now we have the hood. Brake light. We'll separate the glass again. So these are all the same texture. Select all those there. Open the image. 0. Brake light. Off. Have that there. Now if you wanted, since these are all the same material, basically break all these down. Just make it brake light. Because this is the base. It's the same texture. You only have one texture for the material. Alright, so we will connect these two glass. So you shift right click these if you're on 2.79, and shift left click if you're 2.8. So Control K is to join. So now I'm just gonna make a new thing of glass up here. This is your glass. We're gonna hide it. The rear bumper. Alright. So these windows are all going to be part of the glass. The windshields are going to be all part of the glass. The window mask we'll keep. We'll select all the windshields and we'll separate it there. Apply this to the glass again. Delete all the materials here. We'll have all that glass there. Alright, so now we're back here. The base here. Get rid of the windshields here. What I usually do for these window masks, select them all here. Usually open the door line. You find the little color palette down here. Zoom them down into black texture here, so you have your outlines here of your doors, of your windows. The driver we do not need, it's fake anyway. This plain nothing skin will be black here. And the last one, we'll have badging. I'll open that image. Golf badging. You should see a little bit of badging there in the back. Now, for Project Universe, obviously you're going to have to delete the badging, so you can L will select faces if you have face selection on. And then you hit X, and then just faces. You can delete those there. So basically, I'm gonna do that for everything. It's kind of boring. Trunk, it's just the door line. And basically, we are textured here. Should be a tire texture in here. There it is. I believe all these are the same texture. Yes. So okay, so now we have the underground 1 tire with the golf rim. You just leave that there. There is an exhaust as well. So it'll be the same thing here. It's part of skin 1. You have that there. It's textured there. Alright, there is an engine here. It's all part of the same texture. So golf engine. So we're gonna have that engine here. And probably we'll have to edit the texture for this, but we have this engine here. Alright, so now we've fully textured our Volkswagen in Blender. So now if you wanted, you can combine these skin ones. I'm just naming it body. Usually I do this, but this part's optional. Just simple to fix anyway. So all these are body basically, part of the body texture. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to get this into Unreal Engine and set it up. So you're going to that's a file from the Discord, the template map. You're going to extract it. You should probably create a folder, but double left click on the U project and then I'll add it to your library. So then we're going to go run it. Alright, so we're in the editor here. Go down here to vehicles. I'm going to open up the vehicle template. So, and here we're just going to mess with the static parts here. Basically, we're going to go back over here. I usually will hide all these. The base, body. Usually one mesh. Now you can combine here to here. Do a body. So now you should have two. One for the body and one for the badging. So now you can export this as FBX, X forward, Z up, the selected objects. I do face smoothing. Don't apply modifiers. You can apply them if you have some. We're in a new folder. We're just going to name this golf body. All right. We'll go back into the vehicle template here, and we will go golf body.fbx here. All right. Copy my settings here. We're gonna not import materials or textures here. Well, we can import materials here. We can try to do that. All right. So right now, this is what it's looking like here. We're gonna want to use this paint right here. It says paint, use this. We're gonna duplicate this. We're gonna name this golf paint. Now, this is the body paint, so we're gonna throw this into the body. You open up this. I'm gonna have a little thing here. Now that texture, we don't really need the yellowness here because we can always adjust it in engine like this. This body mask, we're gonna import the door line. So we need this back. Okay, so that's the door line. The material is already set up to do this. So if you want to look at that, you can come in here and look at the material. It's simple material. Okay. We have this looking kind of weird right now, but you got the decal badging. Go in here. Remember to convert to PNG because you won't be able to import it. So badging. We'll duplicate the golf paint and name it golf badging. Drag it here. Make this badging. Now we should have the golf badging. Now, to make this masked, don't think it's actually set up for a mask right now. Make this a opacity mask. So drag that alpha right here from the body mask into the opacity mask. And now we should have on solid mask here. Alright, so we'll go back over here. We'll start importing. And after I won't import everything here, but get the idea. We're going to keep importing everything. Let's drag the golf paint here. Now we go back into the vehicle template. Now, with the body here, we can drag this body into the static mesh. Let's see our mesh. So we'll go to hood, drag our hood. So we'll just keep doing this, set up the whole car. And this will be the setup here. You can move things in world space like the exhaust. But this is basically the whole setup here. With all these, the front bumper, rear bumper, side skirt, hood, headlight, all this. So usually I separate the interior, so if you wanted to do that. But we can go into more in depth on this later. This is the general idea of importing it from Blender to Unreal. Thank you for watching. You guys learned something today? This is very small. That's what I've learned. This is very, very small. Okay. Get a general look of your mesh. It's done. This is just a brief look of how to add vehicles into Project Universe. You can always migrate this folder. And then make a content folder. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe for more updates. Thanks guys.